Pam 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 pam. Pam 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 param param param. Param pam 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 pam. Param pam pam param pam pam param param param. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Hello everyone, good evening, good afternoon. Sorry I'm a bit late today, but I had to fix some other websites and other stuff. Yep, I had to fix some other stuff, so... Yeah, and I'm here now. Pam pam param. There is an update for Baldur's Gate 3. Weird. Pam 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 pam. Okay, guys. Para. Hello, Tal, now all they have to choose and go to the evil way. What is the evil way? Okay, so basically I have prepared all the data. I just need to check if this data is really all or not. So maybe I will do this. I will check, so to be sure if it's all or not. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 for the lesser monsters. So between 122 and 132. 122, 132. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. Okay, then we have let me change the music. Then we have for the monster 128 315. We also have the same 5. 128 315. Yes, 315. So description, habitat, ecology, combat, and spoils of war. Okay. Then for these guys 92 103. 92 103. We have description, habitat, ecology, and history. So it's only 4 on this ones. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's only 4 because yes. Because it's the way it is actually. And then for the next section, that is the greater monsters, we have 175 to then 1000 and something. description, habitat, ecology, combat, and spoils. Okay, fantastic. And then we have the bosses. Then we have the bosses. Where we have description, habitat, ecology, combat. We are missing the spoils of war. Why? No. Huh? No, I'm missing the spoils, huh? Yes. And spoils. Okay. Wait. Oh, fuck. Is it wrong? No, it's correct here. Ah, shit. They are all wrong. They are all wrong, really? Because I didn't do plus? No. Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't do plus. They're all fucked. Okay. They're all... well, they're not fucked, but this is plus... this should be plus 3 and this plus 4, right? Well, at the moment, it's plus nothing. Ay, 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 ay. Well, it's good that I discovered it, so... otherwise, in production, I would get a ton of errors. Ton of errors. Yeah. This one is already correct because it's plus 5. I mean, it's fairly easy to fix, but then I have to copy back all the values. Yeah, it's a lot of data, my boys. It's a lot of data. Okay. Yes, I have to copy. I have to copy everything again. No, I hope I did the whole work already. Okay, let's redo it. Clean. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then next block. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know it's a bit of a primitive way to do it, but I tell you is one of the fastest way, by the way. Because basically from the Excel data, I can generate automatically all the insert for the database, and that's very handy. There is only this copy that is a bit annoying, but it is actually very good. And I cannot copy all the columns, otherwise they will go on the same line, and that will confuse then the execution, I think, and also will be a bit messy. So I prefer to copy it this way, you know, clean. Okay, we're nearly done, huh? We're nearly done. We're nearly done. Ah yes, there is also that problem that I need to solve. So this problem is because some of these have multiple lines. and so it's putting it, for whatever reason, is putting it in quotes. In theory, should not be a problem to have, but it seems that it doesn't like. We will see when we do the insert. Okay. Okay, so this file should be fully ready. Now they have to choose to go the evil way. Using AI. Ah, okay. In the poll, did you vote on the poll? Yeah, I had a poll on our Discord asking if we should use AI or not. And yes, you voted. You voted use AI. And there are some people that are saying don't use it, is evil, but the majority said use it. The poll was a bit short; it was only like a day, but yeah, maybe I should have, I don't know, lasted it more, but it's fine. Okay, so now we have this file, right? We have this file. Now the first thing we have to do, we have to move this file in production. We need to move this file in production. We move it shift install. Yes, we move it there. Okay, so we have the file. Now the question is, we have also to update the server now. So I will have to stop the server, but guys, unfortunately, I have to do it. It's a short update anyway. Update schema. I think update schema. I don't know if I did that already. I don't know. I don't know if I did this part already or not. No, it's not done yet. You know what I've seen? I've seen that the I've seen there are multiple creatures using the same loot table, and that's very strange. So I think that I've seen that the Riverling. No. Maybe the Armor Riverling. No. There was someone. Maybe I fixed it already. How do I know? How do I know who is using? Well, it's fairly easy. The wild pterosaur is using the same loot table. Really? Doesn't make any sense. The wild pterosaur is using the same loot table. I'm not sure that it's gonna work. I have to test it locally. Yeah, let's test it locally. I'm not really sure that this is gonna work. Because I'm not really sure of this. Okay, let's do this. Let's execute on my machine this. Ouch. Data too long. Data too long for column activation type. Are you serious? Data too long for activation type. Varchar 100. Bro, it's impossible. It's more than 100. Then the query is fucked up. Then the query is fucked up. 100%. It's impossible that the activation type is more than 100. Obviously, it doesn't tell you. But it's basically the second block, I think. Is the second block. At the beginning of the month, a good time for the Unreal free items. I don't know. They do it every 2 weeks or so. So I think that we may have lost a few. It's a long time I don't look at it. But we can look now. Like the Dragon Cave. This one seems to be good actually. I don't know. I will just. I will just add to cart. Wait, professional obviously. Yes. Surface Forge. No idea what is this, but fine. Oh, underwater ruins, very nice. I mean, it's not really, but fine. Okay, we got this. Thank you, Ula, for reminding me, because I never remember, so... We got these 3 packages. Dragon Cave seems to be... All 3 seems to be interesting. All 3 seems to be interesting. Let me see quickly the Epic Launcher. For free games. Anyway, if you are an Unreal Engine developer, you know, you really need to get these packages every 2 weeks or 3 weeks when they are coming out, because they pile up, right? And then at a certain point, you will have a lot of stuff that you may use. And even if you don't use it, you can look how it is made, right? And it may still inspire you, you know? So I think it's good just to get it to learn it. There is this free game. I don't know. And there is this free game. There are chests. I love chests. No idea what this is. He's saying it's a tactical roguelike. Bah. Okay, done. Okay, we loaded the stuff on my machine, but it seems that the second block is failing. So my feeling is that activation is not correct. Interior activation type should be the last. F23. Yes. And then it should be H and J. H, J. And there is a K. No. Okay, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Fuck it. Now, in reality, this one... Yeah, it's wrong. Bro, but it's wrong everywhere then. Wait. Can you close this? No. Okay. Cannot close it. Interesting. So description is correct, habitat is correct, ecology is correct. Yeah, it's combat. All the combat are fucked up. I think the spoils are correct, but the combat are wrong. Yeah. Combat are wrong. Is not K17, is L17. Which, by the way, why is empty? I think we said it was 1530, no? Did I delete it? Oh, fuck. Did I delete it somehow or what? I think I messed up, boys. I think I messed up. Yeah, exactly. Look, there was a 4-7, the first one, right? And then 1530, and it is the lesser. Then I deleted it when I thought that it would. Yeah, I think I fucked up. 4-7, 1530, okay? So the spoils jeez. Yeah, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. Is absolutely wrong. and 17. Sorry, ID, item type, reference ID, item name, which is spoils, description, which is auto-generated, is the description that is auto-generated, right? Then there is the icon, that is 7. And then there is the activation, right? So this becomes no. Yes. This becomes this, right? Spoils of 7. Okay, so if we cop now, I don't understand what happened, guys, but this thing is broken. So ID, right? Item type, ref ID. Hello, Ned. Hey, welcome, welcome. Item type, ref ID. Combat. Combat is the item name, right? So the next one cannot be L17. It must be K17, which is the description. Then there is the icon. And then there is the activation. Okay, so this is now in theory correct for combat. So if I take one combat and I move it here, what happens? Okay, now it's correct. Everything else should be already okay. So if I copy these two values, right? Everywhere. For combat and spoil, well, for all the ones that have combat and spoils. Okay. For all the ones that have now, the problem is that we changed them all, so we will have to repaste them in the file. 122, 132. So like this whole block. And this whole block has to be redone. Yeah, but now looks more. Now looks definitely better. And the same we have to do here. I mean, this thing started easy, but became hard. So anyway. Just because the queries were wrong. Okay, so that's fine. And then there is combat of this big group, right? Combat of this big group that starts with 175. Yes, correct. Okay. And then the last one, this starts with 157. Starts with 157, yes. Okay. So now so now okay, let's try again. This time, but we have to delete everything we did, right? So we have to delete well, that's kind of easy because they go by number, right? So everything we added is above is above 90, right? From 90 up, right? All these entries are so I could probably just delete from codex nature, right, where ID is greater or equal to 90, right? 90, and I have to do it in prod, right? Yeah. Okay, if I so now we source again, and hopefully we will not get any errors. Nice, very nice. Okay, now if we look, now we can start the server and see if, but I think it looks kind of okay to me. Let me just see the bosses where we had the actually it's empty. It's not saying auto-generated because we didn't copy. We didn't, but it's fine. I mean, it's fine. In theory, it should be auto-generated, but if it's empty, it's empty. I mean, it's the same. It's anyway auto. I mean, it would have been better, you know, if this was saying auto-generated just for the sake of clarity, but it's fine. If it's empty, it's okay. So okay, so now what we can do, we can start on my machine and see if this is actually complaining or not. Well, we need to recompile. We need to recompile. It is actually building, so we had something pending, I guess. Let me just check if I updated the sources to... Current version is 371. 371. No, I'm a bit behind though. So I didn't compile. Okay, we can get. I think we can get the latest. I think it's fine. Well, maybe from sources. Yeah, maybe from sources. There is Andrew. Andrew was a former member of the team that kind of came back and is doing some small changes to the code base, but they are good ones. So he's changing, he's cleaning up some classes and such. So the change, so there is someone else, you know, working on the code as well, together with me, which is kind of amazing. That I'm not doing 100% myself. Yeah, I asked him to clean up one of the old classes that we still have, like skeletons in the closet, right? So like remaining classes from the migration from Legacy to Unreal. There is still some stuff there. Okay. Okay, let's have to start it like this and see if we can test it. Da 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 da. Okay. It didn't load up, huh? Fantastic. Why? It didn't load up, my boys. No, it crashed. Well, it's probably for one of the new entries, I guess. Unknown field rotation. Oh, wow. Unknown field rotation. Oh, wow. What the hell? Unknown field rotation. What? Did we add a rotation anywhere? Alter table, tribe assets. Alter table, tribe asset to have a rotation. Oh wow. Alter table, loot modifier. So we didn't do this in production. I mean in our database? Probably we didn't. Okay, fine. Let's do it. And what about this one? Loot modifiers, modifiers icon. The icon to display for this modifier. What the fuck is that? I think it's stuff that I started to build, but then I didn't complete. At least the loot modifier, I think, is for sure is not something that I... this one is there. Okay, let's try again. Let's try again. Maybe we are more lucky now. I received the new hair meshes that we have to check. And also I received a new version of the Death Realm that I need to check for the unwrapping. I think I have to check both, but I will do it probably tomorrow. Nope. Still didn't start. Okay. Well, we went past that though. PX Codes creatures failed to load loot info ID 122. Okay, so this is the new stuff. This is the new stuff that we just added. 100%. So he's trying to check. Yeah, this is what I was fearing. $122. Yes. 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 This table is fucked. So while this needs to be the race ID, this needs to be the loot ID. No. Jesus, I have to set them all. Do we need to keep the race, or we don't care about the race? I think we don't care about the race. We don't care about the race. Probably we don't. Yeah, the problem, boys, is that I need to do that manually. Yes, because there is no... I mean, I could do a query where and I copy the numbers, but okay, let me think about it a second. Can we automate this change? Basically, I need to change whenever we have this number. I need to get the so basically I have to do select ID from loot rules where I mean, assuming that, yeah, but anyway. Right. So these are the loot ID. Now the only problem is, can I paste it here? I can. Well, that's a good news. Yeah, so it's not that long actually, so we can do it this way. The only problem is if there is any repetition, right? So we can check that later. Well, this seems to be faster than I thought, which is very nice. Which is very, very nice. Now, careful, because these ones are again race ID. And so they are correct. While these ones become loot ID again. Now they should be ordered properly, right? I mean, if they are not ordered properly, we are completely fucked. But I assume that they are properly ordered. Okay, now the question I have that I will ask that I will ask the AI if any of these numbers is actually repeated. I mean, all the loot of all these numbers. I mean, in theory, I think it should be, the answer should be no, but there may be some small, like the armored riverling and the riverling, they may be using maybe the same one. Could be. Oh, wow. Okay. So 6, 16, 21, 32, 57 are actually repeated. So we have two in theory, we have two races that are using the same like the lava quilldrake is using the lava. No, it's impossible, bro. Oh shit. So this didn't work. Come on, why? Why? So oh shit. You're not correct. Why? What did I do wrong? Nah, come on. What the fuck? No, it's wrong. It's all wrong. It's all wrong. It's all completely wrong. It's all completely wrong. It's all complete. How it is possible though? So I extracted the. Ah, shit. Yeah. My bad. Yeah. Yes. Wait. No. So the current. So I'm checking the. Yes. Huh? What? Because it was the race. No, it was not the race. It was the character, bro. Okay, let me control Z. Let me control Z everything. Let me control Z everything. Okay, so these were the original number, right? Where 122 is actually a character, right? So if I take the character 122 in production, it is actually a Kikiri, and his loot rule is 30. So my reasoning was, right? My reasoning was if I have 122 here, the result should be 30. Yes, and in fact, it is. And in fact, it is. Okay. So then why? Okay. So maybe there are some that are not respecting this pattern then. So basically what we are saying is that okay, Kikiri is 30. We can check a few, but they should be okay actually. Yes, this one is correct. And the problem is now I'm checking in one by one because something happened, but 51. For example, this one is not correct. Why this one is not? No, it's not extracting in the same order or what? What the fuck? Bro, the third one is 148, okay? So if I do 148, it's not extracting in the same order. It's 51. Ah, it's not extracting the same order. Ah, jeez. So the numbers are correct, but okay, fuck you. I will do it manually. Okay, I will do it manually. Fuck it. Yeah, it's not. I mean, my idea was good, but the problem is that with the in is not. I don't know why, but it's not extracting it in the proper order. Jesus. So we have to do it. We have to do this manually for every single monster. Nah, bro. Still, there were some that were the same, right? 57. Yeah, it's super annoying. Super annoying because there's a lot of typing and a lot of searching and a lot of... My technique was perfect. If this stupid thing would just return the entries in the proper order. My technique was fantastic. Nothing is easy in this life, huh? Nothing is easy. I think I can do at least... okay, let me delete all of this because it's all wrong anyway. Ah, jeez. Let me do at least all the Tloke together, right? So like Tloke Warrior is 48, right? Tloke Drone, I did already. GG. Tloke Queen is 36. Yeah, I don't know if it's a great idea. But anyway. Now... Now, Vesper, I'm trying to do them by group, so it's a bit quicker, but I don't know. Vesper Arangma is 50. Frost Arangma is 55. Sand Arangma is 35. Yeah, the problem is that this is prone to errors, right? If I type the wrong number, I'm fucked. Weaver Arangma is... I don't even see it. What is the Weaver Arangma? Here. Is 56. Okay. Okay, the clacker, I don't know, maybe it's faster to search the single one because I think they're spending more time searching than... Jade clacker is 44. Obviously it's not working if I type a partial name. Typhus Sanguine 46. That is annoying. My technique was fantastic, but I don't know, it's not good enough. Lio Gladiator is 21. Expert Gladiator is 21 as well. Why? Why did Lio and the Expert are dropping the same stuff? This is... This we should probably change, huh? They are dropping the same stuff. It's not a great idea. Wait, I need to check the... Huh? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, there is another problem. There is another problem. No, there is another problem. There's another problem. There is another problem. So, we did an update. Now, assuming that yes. Yeah, we forgot to do this, and so now they have not the proper loot. Okay, now they do. Now they do. Now they do. So, okay, this was a good finding though. So going through these numbers anyway may reveal potential problems. Right, like the one that he revealed now. So... So Trapor Warrior is 54. Trapor is 4. And Trapor Queen is 60. Okay. Now. Okay. Rat is 41. Gowert is 65. Yeah, we have to do this shitty job, guys. I don't know what to say. Unfortunately, we have to do this shitty job. I don't know what to say. And it's fairly slow, actually. It's fairly slow. But I don't know what else. I don't know a better way at the moment, so I have to go through this. I'm trying to do the ones that are the same. Carcaras 8. 5 Carcaras 34. I mean, I can mistype any of these numbers. That's the problem, right? 38. I'm human after all, and can make mistakes, right? Well, we will see it in game, but I don't know if people. Well, yeah, probably. It's not super quick to detect, right? If there is an error of this kind, But yeah, you will basically see another achievement, but you will go like, what? You will go like, why? And probably you will just forget then. Eagle is 61. And Serpent is 59. If that freaking query would just do it properly, right? Maybe there is a way to enforce the rows. I don't know. Probably not. 5. $52. Yeah, I can mistype any of that. Fine. Okay, the mercenary has the same loot as the gladiator, What? Ah, because this we didn't change yet in production, okay? So we actually have, yeah, we actually have this, which is actually moving, yes, which is actually moving all the mercenary loot to 16 and not to 18. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this one in theory is correct. So it will be 16, right? It will be 16. It will be 16. Now, the Quildrake is 107. The Lava Quildrake... The Lava Quildrake is 108. And the Crystal is 109. Okay. This one was slightly quicker, but... Well, not really much, but fine. Okay, so where did we arrive? We arrived at the end here. There is 63. Let's see if we can do all the consumer together. Consumer is 7. Imago is 39. And Neotene is 31. Okay. I mean, we are getting there, but it's a mess. It's really a mess. And then you have to still discover which ones are duplicate, but that would be easy. We can just give the list and 58, 53. Okay. Dark Rogue 23. Can we do all the Velnishi together? Velnishi 1, Velnishi 2, and that's it. Velnishi 1 is 47. Velnishi 2 is 40. Okay. Now. Grendel. Can we do all the Grendel together? Grendel is 6. And Toxic is 42. Okay. We have a lot already compiled here, so we are getting there. Adult is 62. Okay, this is probably one of the repeated ones. 62. Let me see. No. What is the... Wait. No. Well, adult and elder, right? Adult, elder, and sapling. So adult is 62. Elder is 64. But 64 is the same as the sapling. Yeah. So there is a problem. So we have two monsters with the same loot of different strength, and that will not create the proper entry in the compendium then, right? So we need to we need to split them somehow. We need to split them. That will not work. Grendel 3 doesn't really exist, so actually, you know what? We should delete this line because well, I mean, it doesn't really do damages, but it's better if we don't have it. Onyx is 26. Ulbernaut is 9. Vile is 37. Maul is 43. There is 79. I don't think I had a better way, by the way. 66. Uh, 16. Okay, we're nearly there, guys. We are nearly there. We are nearly there. We are nearly there. Now, for these guys, though, there is something that I don't know exactly how it is managed, right? No, it is actually managed separately, yes. It is managed separately. Trying to go as fast as I can, but because I really would like to put it in production, but yeah, it's taking forever to do this thing. And I already worked this afternoon quite a bit, like 2 hours or so on this freaking thing, but didn't make it. I thought I was ready, but I was not. Okay, 70. Okay, so let me see again what are the numbers that are the same, and we will have to split them. There is no way we can keep them the same, right? So the numbers that are repeated are number 6. This is what this guy is saying. Even if wait, let me do it. Let me do it again. This is race ID, so there is nothing to do, right? If these ones are repeated, we don't care. What we care are the repetition between these numbers. These numbers and these numbers. Which numbers are repeated in this list? 16, 20. So we got 16 and 20. No, 16 we didn't get it. What is 16? Bro, I don't even see it. Okay, one is here. 116 is here. What is the other 16? Oh wow, here. That is very weird. So the wild pterosaur is using the loot of the mercenary. Why? Fucking no idea. Absolutely no idea. But we cannot leave it like that, because if we leave it like that... Okay, and 57 as well. 57... Ah, it's the Coamti. Because the... Yeah, okay. Because the two Coamti are sharing the same... yeah, but still, I don't think it's a good idea. I think we should generate a new one and just give him a slightly different, right? So, okay, let me see 1 second what they produce. 57. Because they drop Coamti pieces. Well, or we split them and we say that, you know, some of those are found only on the Mudober, but let me think about it a second. Well, we have many, so I would say that is doable, yes. I would say that is doable. Let me see what Ned said about them. Did you say anything about them? Probably not, huh? Oops. No, you didn't say anything about these monsters. Okay. You didn't say anything about these monsters. I need a different ID though. I cannot live with the same ID. I cannot. Because it will not work in the new system. So they need to have a different loot to actually work. So we will assign them a new and maybe for now we can assign it identical, right? And then we will change it later. Bro, I searched for 60. Okay, let me do it differently because otherwise this doesn't work. Okay, let's do 110. I mean, assuming that okay, 110 we can use. Mouse in production is good. So we will use 110. Now, how do we want to do it? We want to change it on my machine. We want to do it there directly. I think the easiest will be to put it here. Loot update for now the two guys are yeah, they are not very close, huh? So let me see of the items that this guy is dropping, right? Which ones are used? Which ones are used earlier? Let me see. So Coamti, blood, eye, tail, and talon and tongue. So actually there are five different animal parts that this creature can drop, right? And what I'm trying to understand is if we can split any of them. Okay, so the first one, that is the blood, is used in base alchemy. With a kind of a lower difficulty, so starting from 5 to 20, so very reasonable. So the blood seems to be a kind of a low level item. The eye is used only in a combination. Which requires a slightly higher skill, but not really much, but is a slightly higher skill. Slightly higher skill in alchemy. The eye, the tail. The tail is not used anyway. Interesting. The tail is not used in any formula. So the tail is dropping, but no one has any use for it. I mean, you can sell it, but the talon is again in alchemy. And is slightly higher. And the tongue is also in alchemy. The tongue is higher, because the tongue is actually at level 70 of yeah. Okay. Okay, so the two items that are slightly higher, right, for alchemy. Well, actually, the one that is significantly higher is the tongue, right? So maybe we could have then the second loot table. So the tongue drop only from the Muddober, which is actually a higher level monster. Yes. Yes. I don't want to remove the other ones too much because I think it may be problematic. So I think what we will do, we will do this. We will remove we will remove the Coamti tongue from the Coamti. And this is just a one-line change, right? So we will go in loot rule details. We will go in root details and number 57. Right, and we will delete the 760, this one. We will delete this line. Which in our world means this. Okay, so we remove the tongue from the Coamti, and we're gonna create a new loot rule. Gonna create a new loot rule that is 110, that we will call it like the monster, because this is what we need, right? Okay, so this will be our new loot rule. And then on loot root detail, I think we will use probably the same. I think we will drop maybe not the blood, right? The blood, I think we will not drop it from this guy. Let's not drop the blood. Let's not drop the tail. That anyway is unused, right? So we will skip blood and tail. And we will go with I talon and tongue. I talon and tongue, right? For this guy. I talon and tongue. Okay. Now, I talon and tongue. Now, I think it's easier if I do it in the freaking web UI, otherwise I go crazy, boys. Let me do it in the web UI, which is easy. Loot rules, Mudob, right? Okay, so we add, well, also here it's not super easy, but anyway, we get to that. Animal parts. Why there is no... yes, because it's empty. So we will go with I, we said. And we said we want to go with talon. and tongue. Okay. Now, these are all wrong. So, probability, I will stick with the 0.2. Random modifier 0. Okay, that's good. 0.2 and 0.2. Okay, so now we have them in. So we can go here where the loot rule is 110. We can just copy these lines and we can put them then in production without any trouble. Okay? Okay. Okay, so okay, this is done. So this basically means in our table that now finally we have a 110, right? Instead of, right? So this now is unique. No. What? This now is unique. And this becomes 110, okay? So there we fixed it. Now we have to fix, wow, still 3 of them, Jesus. Is still, so the mercenary and the wild pterosaur. It's not very easy to fix, but then we have these 2 gladiators, right? So the 2 gladiators, I think the easiest is the gladiator, because the gladiator, we said that we want them to drop specific weapons, right? Mainly on the Dlio, we said that we wanted to drop the new hook knife, you know, a new hook stuff. Klyros shield. Do they have the Klyros shield at the moment or no? Let me see. Lio. Fuck. No. Crap. They don't have the shield visually, so I mean having them drop the shield if they don't have the shield sounds a bit stupid to me. Ah, fuck. Well, what we can do, maybe we can put it on the back as a visual equip. Or we can swap one of the weapons. Let me see. So the suggestion was the Klyros shield. But where do we have the hook knife? The hook blade and the hook knife. The hook knife on the Ulbernauts. You were suggesting the hook knife on the Ulbernauts? You were suggesting the hook knife on the Ulbernauts. I don't know if I like that, but hello, Toby. Hey, welcome, welcome. We are deep into a mess. We are deeply inside a mess. But we already fixed the few things that I like. Yeah. Let me think about it. I mean, I would prefer them to drop, you know, the Clyro stuff. But yeah, it's also true that if we give two of those things to them, maybe it's too much. I think if you move them to Amnadair, fewer people will actually go there. But and also, I think the question is Amnadair where, right? Yeah, they don't have the shield at all. They have this two axes, right? I mean, I could put the shield on the back. The only problem with putting the shield on the back is that there are the wings, so the shield will look a bit weird between the wings. I mean, I could put it on the side, but I mean, or we change one of the weapons, right, to the shield. They may change one of the weapon to the shield, so they will fight axe and shield. And they may drop the shield, right? Or we change both and we give them a hook blade and a Clyro shield, right? But then do we want to drop both from a single mob? Probably not, right? Probably not. So I think I should give them probably only one. I should give them only one. Are you okay to change one of the axes with the shield? I don't know if Ned is still here. Ned, are you still here by any chance? I don't think so, but just in case. And if yes, are you okay to change one of the axes to, because I don't even know from our background, right? There is a whole story. There is a whole story on this, guys, and right. You can answer on the change, but you don't understand what to change. So basically, the problem is that these guys have the same loot of the mercenary, right? Well, no, actually, they have the same loot. Wait, they have the same loot of the expert gladiator, right? And so they are dropping, they are dropping a round shield, the short sword, the long sword. I mean, stuff that doesn't really belong, right? So the point is that we would like to create a new loot for them, right? And the question is if I should give them, you see that now they have two axes, right? I can give them this shield, which is the Clyro shield, by the way, right? So it's exactly made, it is their symbol, right? So I can give them this shield, and this will be dropped, randomized or not, I don't know yet, but I would say yes. I would say yes, randomized. Or I can give them this weapon, which is their weapon, is the Klyros blade, right? I don't want to give both of them. I don't want to give both because I want this mob to only drop one or the other, right? But maybe the best solution is the shield. Now, I was just thinking if in our lore anywhere or in our whatever, they are like, there is any description that they fight with 2 weapons or whatever. So if we can remove 1 weapon and put a shield. And I'm reading this book to see if there is anything about combat style. Doesn't look like. Nah, I don't see anything about. I don't see anything about axes or about shields or fighting or whatever, right? Nah. So I think we can change it actually. They give away always the same loot, not the usual potion between. No, they give randomized loot like all our monsters. They also give a potion of healing, yes. But I think we can change them. I think we can change them. I think I can give them so I will remove the left hand battle axe and I will change it with a Klyros shield, okay? So basically, uh-oh, where did it go? Ah, here. So basically like this. You see how perfect it is? Okay, so I think we do that. On all of them. I think they move because whatever. Yeah, the wings are broken, I know. Don't tell me. It's painful. Okay, so we gave them the shield, okay? So they will drop the shield instead, right? They will drop the shield, okay? Hey Ned, yeah, I had a question if we can change this. I think is probably a good idea. So I will do that. Yeah, the loot tables are I mean, still need some work, but I wanted to put at least in production the first round of the changes, which actually allow the compendium to. But there is still some work. In your memory, special thing Lego is hurting really hard. Yes, they are very strong. They are very strong. They are very strong. Yes. So this will become 111. So this will be a new. This will be a new loot table. Okay. This will be a new loot table. And the new loot table for now, the idea of moving them out of the arena I think is okay. I don't know, I have to think about it a bit. Okay, under 11. Now the problem is what we want them to drop. So we want them to drop the new shield. Okay, so they will drop this shield randomized. You know, some tricks, like jumping on the rocks. Yeah, I think that every I rank NPC should also have a ranged attack, but they should just throw you the axe or something. That would be the best. Okay, let me see what Ned had in his list. So in his list, you said reinforced battle axe needs to be randomized, right? Reinforced battle axe. The problem is that it's already named reinforced, right? So if we randomize it, some of the loot names will become very stupid, right? Because I think that is already reinforced, so it become reinforced. I don't think it's a great idea, actually. Is there a reinforced or not? Yes, there is. So it can become reinforced twice, you know, and that would be very weird. It will be a reinforced battle axe. So I don't know. I don't know. I understand that you said that most of the weapons in the X category are not randomized today or something like that. But I think if we add the great axe, I mean, I'm very fine to add the great axe, right, somewhere. I don't know where yet, but and the battle axe I think is fine as well. But the battle axe probably is already randomized or not. We have the small battle axe being randomized. And the battle axe on the consumer. Okay, Mago consumer. Okay. So yeah, we have the battle axe already. I think we will just, I don't know. I think having reinforced is too bad. So, and I will not be able to exit from that pattern, right? So I cannot fix it. Right, because it's taking the weapon name and is adding the modifier, so I cannot really fix it. And the weapon name, unfortunately, is called reinforced axe. So Or we change the name of the weapon, right? If we change it somehow, and we call it double X, I don't know, or whatever. Can we call it double X? No. I mean, if we change the name, yeah, but changing the name of an item is a mess, because then I have to change it in a million places, like quest, I don't know, and progression, I don't know. That's not really easy. You have that for spider silk armor. Oh shit. What about the race longsword? Yeah, I think the race longsword is good, but I don't want to have two weapons on the same. I don't want to have two randomized weapons on the same creature. Now they can hold it, but they may not drop it, right? With that I'm kind of fine, right? Well, we have the same problem with the helm, I guess. Right? The helm, we have a bunch of helms that we are not dropping at the moment. Mercenary battle helm. Yeah, we have some helms that we are not dropping. What helm do they have, by the way? They have the mercenary helm, actually. They have the mercenary helm. And there is a mercenary battle helm that we can drop. There is also the golden helm. I don't know, what do you suggest? Have it as ornate X randomized. Yeah, but I think ornate is possible as well, or no? Yes, ornate. I think we will have to change the names of those items. There is also ornate in the adjectives. I think the basic item should never have, you know, an adjective in it. I don't know. I think we can change it later on as well. I mean, I don't want to solve it fully now, but I think I would like them at least to drop the shield, right? So to have them with this shield. I mean, obviously they will look much better if they have their own weapon. If they have their own longsword, right? The hook blade. I think anyway they are to kill. Do we want to put two weapons on them? I mean, I can, right? I can put the shield and the sword. These are anyway very high level mobs, so I think it would make sense to do. Should we do it? So they will have two. They will have two of the new items on them. I mean, I wanted to distribute these items a bit more, right? That's because I don't have that many. That's the quest. That's the point, right? I don't have that many of the new items to distribute, and so going for one here and maybe one somewhere else sounded a better idea, including some dungeons, right? So maybe in a dungeon we can put the blade, and here we can have the shield, right? So I don't know yet. But obviously this guy will look better with his own weapon, right? I mean, I can put the weapon, but it's not dropping. There is another possibility. What do you think? Can put a weapon visually, but it's not dropping, or it's not dropping randomized, right? But I think it's a pity. Okay, so at the, also I think that these guys are fairly high level. So can we give them a different kind of potion, maybe a special potion or something, without destroying hopefully the crafting economy, of that potion, right? Because obviously if they drop it, then no one else is gonna craft it anymore. So, well, maybe yes, because it's dropping like not very often. But because at the moment we said that they were doing the same of the expert gladiator, right? So there is a potion of healing and a greater potion of healing. Do we ever drop a potion of mana or no? We never drop a potion of mana. Why? We never drop a potion of mana, boys. Wow. Potion of mana you can only buy. Greater potion of mana. Greater potion of mana is in no loot. Can be made with alchemy. And you can buy from Vladovic, but you never loot. I think we can add them. We can add a potion of mana, no? On them. Do they use spells? Do they use spells? Like, do they need mana? Let me see. Yes. They actually use 4 spells. Wow. So I think it makes sense to have the potion of mana. Okay, so we will switch. Okay, so on them we will have I'm trying to figure out what is the final setup, right, of the loot for these guys. So Ned, tell me if you think you would give them the weapon or not, the hook blade or not. Would you give them the hook blade in addition to the shield, and we randomize both, or do we give them the shield plus an helm that we randomize? Right? Like the maybe not the mercenary because we have it already. But another helm, because the mercenary helm is already on the onyx daggers. Maybe we give them the golden helm. Is there a golden? Oh shit, there is golden for sure. Ah, there is no golden in the modifiers. So we could give them the golden helm, for example. If we want to have it randomized. And maybe we keep the mercenary, we keep the battle helm anyway. Yes, yes to what? Yes is a bit too short. So yes, weapon and shield, but no helm randomization, or shield and helm randomized, and we keep the axe non-randomized. Because it cannot be 3, right? So it can be 2. Which one you prefer? And then I will decide anyway myself, but... Helm and shield. Okay, so we leave the hook blade for something else. Okay. Helm and shield. Okay. So we go. I kind of agree. So helm and shield. So we give them the golden helm then. We give them the golden helm just because it's nice to see. I mean, it's not really needed, but we give them the golden helm. Okay. Let me see, huh? Let me see how they look. Okay. It looks like this. It's a bit more golden. Well, now I have a torch, so all the colors are kind of fucked up. I don't know if I like it though. I don't know if I like it on them, but I have a bit of a mixed feeling about it. Like, I don't know. Yeah, if I do this, it's destroying all the colors. I mean, it is day, but it's not really day. Let me go on this guy that maybe it's more in light. Yes, this guy is more in light. Okay, more in light is probably a bit better. Do you like this helm on them or no? The crimson, but the crimson we cannot randomize. The crimson, I mean, or we don't care, right? So we give them the crimson, we randomize something else, but it's kind of bad, you know. I would like to have some consistency so that what you see, what you get. Let me see. The crimson, I think would look nice. I agree. Or maybe we drop it, but we drop it not randomized. But you know, not randomized on them is a bit weird. Crimson, helm location. Okay. Yeah, I think it's very nice, yes. Can this Velnishi go somewhere else? No, huh? Needs to stay here, eh? Yeah, I think it looks okay, yes. Because it's a bit lighter, right? I mean, they like to fly as well, so if they have a giant helm, I think it'd be okay. The problem is that we cannot randomize it, right? So if we do this, we can keep this helm Oops, we can keep this helm, but do you like this one more than the golden or what? Why cannot be randomized? I mean, it's called Crimson Orned Helm. Can you imagine an item that is called sapphire encrusted I don't know, reinforced crimson orned helm of Lanx rat. Bro, it's like a paragraph of text. It's like a paragraph of what is going on? Something crashed. Why the Epic launcher decided to start now? No idea. I mean, sapphire encrusted, reinforced and crimson horned helm of Lanx rat. What the fucking hell? People want big old name, but it doesn't fit in the UI, by the way. Okay, you think it's no problem? I mean, if you think it's no problem, because I mean, it will not fit in the UI, right? This is what I'm saying. I mean, it will go all over the place, but not just a bit, like over. I mean, it's already going a bit over, but this will go like super over. It will be the longest. Understand? So look at this thing now. Look, it doesn't even fit in the window. Masterwork sapphire encrusted crimson orned helm of the whirlwind. It doesn't even fit. Look. Look at this. Is the wall page. I mean, I can put it in 2 lines actually. Yeah? I mean, I think it's very possible to fix the maximum size and put it in 2 lines or 3 lines. That I can do. Okay, you like the crimson orned helm of the whirlwind being randomized. Okay. Okay, fine, we will have that. Okay. Okay, so what do we need? What we need then is to are you in agreement with the potion of mana and greater potion of mana or no? Potion. I need a better way to organize this. So potion of, we have potion of mana, greater potion of mana. Is there is also a major potion of mana? No, no. There is a lesser, no, a lesser, no, thank you. Okay, so will be potion of mana. Potion of mana. Greater potion of mana. Okay. There will be crimson whatever. Crimson Orned Helm. It will be Klyros shield something. Where the hell are the shields? Are under armor, no? Armor. No? Where the fuck are the shields? Right. Armor. Ah no, are under shields. Ah no, they are under shields. Shields are okay. Okay, so they will drop potion of mana, greater potion of mana, crimson orned helm, and Klyros shield. Do we want to drop them anything else? Compared to the previous table. Compared to the previous table. The previous table was also dropping a long sword, a short sword, and a round shield, but I think it's a bit too much actually. So it was also dropping a weapon, right? But all randomized. All randomized. We can drop a weapon randomized, but again we have the problem of which one, right? I mean, we can do the reinforced, but it's a bit stupid to have the reinforced. I mean, I could skip the reinforced just in a, I don't know. Battle axe. You have this in game already with ornate and spider shields, but I think we could probably exclude it somehow or just change the name. I think the easiest would be to change the name of the item. So for example, calling it double X, right, instead of reinforced X. So is double X a thing or no? I assume it is. So actually the double X, right? I think double X and battle X are pretty much synonyms. I think they're pretty much synonyms. He's saying that the battle axe can also be one blade only. I mean, this reinforced axe is very stupid. I don't know why we even created it. Why we should have an adjective inside a weapon? That is so stupid. Unless, you know, you use it just as a display item. Then if it's only display item, fine, right? Like the ornate battle axe, you can say, oh, it's only a display item, right? So we should not even by the same with golden battle axe, right? I think these are just display items, by the way. They should never drop. They should never drop this way. They should never drop. I think these items were designed to be only cosmetic. So meaning is the same axe, just that in one, so it's the same axe, just that this one is reinforced and this one is ornate, right? But it's the same thing. I mean, it's the same weapon, right? It's the same battle axe that is just coming in two different versions. So the fact that you want to randomize an ornate battle axe to me makes no sense. So they should be different weapons, right? So the point is that we want to randomize unique weapons that are different. So for example, we want to randomize the battle axe, right? They may come in different shapes and forms, and we want to randomize the small battle axe, which can come in different shape and form, right? And when this is actually modified by a loot modifier, then it may turn into, right, this, or it may visually, right, or it may turn into this, right? But it's the same weapon. This is what I'm saying. So it cannot be. We cannot say that an ornate battle axe is a unique item. It's impossible. It's impossible. So under X, the only unique items are the battle axe, the great axe, and the small battle axe. These are the only three axes that we have. All the rest is just bullshit. I mean, it's just, I mean, all the rest is just visuals, right? Or, I mean, special for the platinum because they are crafted, right? But because the material is different. Here we are saying the material is different. But the other ones are not real weapons. Different weapons, I mean. They are not different weapons. They are the same weapons, just with a different visual. So we cannot randomize an ornate battle axe. We cannot. We cannot. And we cannot randomize a reinforced battle axe. It makes no sense. In theory, this item should probably even disappear. I mean, or anyway, stay only for visuals. So the question is, are we randomizing today the battle axe, the small battle axe, and the great axe? I don't know. Probably the first two, yes. The great axe, probably not. But, right? So that's the question. So the small battle axe, for sure we do multiple times. Like, for example, I see gladiators and riverlings, right? We have it there. The battle axe is on the one of the consumers. Okay, fine. I mean, fine. The great axe is not anywhere, right? So, in the great axe we need to add. All the others we cannot randomize. The others we cannot randomize. It doesn't make any sense. They are not weapons. I mean, it's like saying that we randomize the golden broadsword, right? We don't. These are just visuals. So we randomize. In fact, in our loot tables, right, there is only the broadsword. There is never the... Now, for example, one claw is dropping an ornate longsword randomized, which is completely stupid again. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to drop an ornate longsword randomized. I think it doesn't make any sense. I think it's the concept that is wrong. So the golden sabre, right, is the same thing. The golden sabre at the moment, or the fine sabre, right? So this one, the fine sabre, the golden sabre, these are just display, different visuals, but it's not a different weapon. It cannot be. So if you want to randomize, you randomize the sabre, and then it can become golden with the modifiers. But you should not randomize the golden sabre. But I see that is randomized, right? So in our bosses, we decided to randomize the golden sabre, for example. And I cannot disagree. I disagree. What are you saying? You have it in game already or not? Spike would not be easy to remove. The reinforced decks are craftable and have different base stats. Is not the same weapon. Yes, but when you craft, there are two different paths, right? There is the path of crafting and there is the path of looting. And they have to be parallel, right? They have to be parallel. So you can have the sabre, just to make an, I don't know, the sabre maybe is not craftable, but anyway, you can have the reinforced axe, right? So you can have the axe, right? You can have the axe, and then the axe, if you craft it, right, it can become, a reinforced axe. It's not a problem. I have no problem on that. But then if you randomize it, right, it maybe becomes also a reinforced axe, which is a bit stupid because maybe it is different, right? But so I think there is a fundamental problem that we generated when we decided to add adjectives to weapons that are actually not different base weapons. So I think I'm fine to add modifiers to a weapon, but for example, for the axes is kind of broken, right? Because the actual axe is not even here. The actual axe is what is under tools farming probably. Yeah, there is the axe. So I don't know, I'm just reasoning on it, but I think it's very weird. The way, I mean, when we started to randomize the golden version, the reinforced version, and I think it was a bit of a weird decision. It was a bit of a weird decision. Because in theory I'm fine. You have an axe, you craft it, becomes reinforced, right? You have an axe, you loot it, becomes reinforced or becomes I don't know, whatever, you know, of Lang's Rat, right? Of confusion or whatever, right? It's fine, but it's still an axe, right? It's still the same visual, weapon that got boosted by crafting or by looting because it's a special item. That I think I'm fine with. But then saying, oh, you have a reinforced axe, right? And then it becomes reinforced. I mean, that's very bad. So your basic item, right? Your basic item is a reinforced axe. And then again, you can craft or you can loot. And this becomes stupidly, you know, a reinforced axe, right? So it's very weird. It's very weird. And then what this becomes then? This becomes nothing, right? So what is the, you cannot reinforce. I don't know. I mean, so remove reinforced and ornate out of the randomized table, so you cannot get double. No, but it's, my problem is not the double, right? My problem is that what I'm saying is that you have a base item and then you have the better versions of that item. And the better versions of that item come from modifiers or crafting. And starting with an already modified item is, I think, is a bad idea. Not just for the double name, but just for the concept, because it's not a different item. So I think that you should always start with a base item, and we have enough, right? I mean, we have a lot of base items. So for example, in axes now we have 3, right? We have the small battle axe, actually we have 4 if you consider the axe. I don't know, I mean, it's not something I'm gonna change now, but I'm just saying that this thing is a bit weird. I don't think I'm gonna change it now, but I'm saying is very uneven, it's very strange. So I don't want to add at the moment any additional randomized items that already have an objective, right, of any kind. So I don't want to randomize a golden broadsword or an ornate broadsword or a platinum broadsword. I don't want to randomize any of them. I want to randomize the broadsword. And then maybe you can have a single drop, right, of a golden broadsword, yes, but not randomized, right? Maybe a bit better, maybe slightly different, right? Maybe as a magical property that the basic broadsword doesn't have, I don't know. But is not randomized. And I think this is pretty much everywhere, right? Because we have, yeah, the platinum version of this. Well, here, for example, mostly are different weapons, so even if these ones are not visually different, unfortunately. So yes, like dagger is a good example, right? So I have the dagger, is one weapon, you can randomize it as you want. You have the dress, is a different weapon, you can randomize it as you want. You have the hook knife, is a different weapon, you can randomize it. So, and this works, right? But I don't think you should randomize a platinum steel dagger, because it's already a different thing. Like, are we randomizing the golden falcon, for example, the falcons, right? Are we randomizing the golden versions? No. You see, the falcon we do it correctly. So we randomize only this guy, and then the gold falcon and the silver falcon are never randomized. Well, maybe we don't even randomize the falcon. No, we do. So the falcon is done properly. So these are just visual differences. And we can maybe randomize this guy. The double knife we can randomize, right? The gal card, the same. Yes, the gal card also is correct. So the golden version, the ornate version are never randomized. Only the basic one is randomized. I don't know. I think we did one or two mistakes, but all the others are pretty much okay. I think there is probably one or two mistakes overall, right? But like, for example, that we are randomizing for whatever reason the ornate longsword, right? But it's stupid. Should never happen. Is when we added the bosses. I think we were out of ideas on what that boss could provide, and we didn't have yet the new items, right? So for example, we didn't have this yet, right? And so we decided, oh, we don't have any options, let's put the ornate version and fuck it, right? But it was a very bad decision. It was a very, very bad decision. It was a very bad decision. Very bad. And in fact, the majority are on the bosses, right? Ornate longsword is on one claw, ornate shoresword is on Zlatak, golden sabre is on Blackroot, right? So all these items have been added only for the... I will change them 100%. I will change, not now, but I will change them. It makes no sense. I prefer to add this one, right? Instead of the ornate longsword, for example. And if you already have it, okay, you have it. It will remain like legacy stuff, right? So the people that have it, they can keep it, obviously, but if you give a basic weapon for a boss, what do you mean a basic weapon? Is a longsword randomized? It's not a basic weapon. Or is this one that no one else has, right? The point is that you can have basic as in stats. No, I understand that, but it can be a different one. No, I understand what you mean. So you're saying I would like the boss randomized weapon to be anyway as a base already a bit better, but we will have other stuff in weapon customization in the future. So I think we have plenty of possibilities. I'm just saying that now I'm not gonna add another anomaly, right? So I'm not gonna randomize something that I know that I'm gonna change later on. So now the problem is back to the helm then. So if we say that the helm is, so is the helm already a modification of a base or not? In theory, yes. In theory, yes. Because it doesn't have a different name, right? It's the same name. Well, I mean, it's not really true because there is no other Crimson Ornate Helm, right? But, I don't know. I think with the Helms is a bit easier though, because it can really be a different type. I think with the Helm I have a bit less of an issue. And probably also because we don't have Crimson in the... We don't have Crimson in the tables. We don't have Crimson or Horned, right? In the... So the name doesn't become stupid. I think I'm thinking, but I think the problem will be the same with the Golden Helm, right? To say Golden Helm, if it was called like Holy Helmet, then no issue. But if it's called Golden Helm and then we randomize this, and this becomes again a golden, but I don't know. I need to. I think I can do this reasoning better when I will expand the equipment, like we said, but not now. Okay, so let's keep. I can change this anyway anytime. So let's do this. Let's keep the helm. But let's not give a weapon, just move on because I spent too much time on this. So I cannot spend more time on this than what I already spent. So let's say that this guy is dropping a portion of mana, greater portion of mana, the Crimson Ornate Helm with modifiers. So we also need to give him a certain amount of money. A certain amount of money. In theory, our table says that the money should be 1,300 on average, so fairly high. So it should be this thing. I think it should be, I don't know, between 600 and 1,000 or something like that. How much was it now? I think it was lower, huh? Yeah, I think it's very low. It's between 2 and 100, which doesn't make any sense considering the mob, right? Okay, maybe like this is a bit too much. I don't know. Let's do this. So when you get the potion of mana, you also get a minimum money. When you get the greater potion of mana, you get also a minimum money. It's a bit randomized, but when you get the Crimson Helmet, you have 3 modifiers, and when you get the Klyros Shield, you get 3 modifiers. Okay. and no money. Okay, this I think is already a better rule than what we have, right? So it's already a better rule than what we have because at least it's unique for our Lio that before we didn't have. So let's do this. Okay. So I take this and I put it here. And I can change this anytime, and if there is any item that historically we dropped with different modifiers, we can still leave it, right? It's not an issue. I mean, players may have modifiers that we don't use anymore or stuff like that. It's fine. I think it's fine. It becomes a unique item, right? It's okay. Okay, so we do this. Are we happy with the current drops or not? Okay, so we finally have a disambiguation between the Lio and the Expert Gladiator that before we didn't have. Now we have another problem. We have the mercenary that is sharing the loot with the wild pterosaur, which I have absolutely no idea why. I don't even know why that freaking monster is where it is. I have no idea. So maybe on this one, right, we can put a special weapon or something, a special something, right? What can we put on this guy? Did you have any suggestion on this? No. You didn't have any suggestion on this. No. Can we put a staff? Can we put one or two different staffs or something? Let's put a staff. Or let's put like two staffs. I don't know. Staff of Nature. I think I've listed Staff of Nature. Maybe not randomized, but Staff of Nature and Staff of Tranquility just for the visuals. Maybe. What do you think? So let's add a new rule. And the new rule will be 1112 and it will be called wild pterosaur. If you have other ideas, let me know, huh? So this will be loot table for wild pterosaur. The problem is that this guy is always bugged and is always around, so it's really a problem. But we will fix that one day. Do you have any suggestions? Staff seem good. Yeah. Maybe the two staffs without just for the visuals, maybe. Without the, or we can maybe randomize with one modifier. I don't know. Or we can also, I don't know. Do we randomize staffs anywhere? Do we randomize staffs anywhere? Let me see. Yes, we do. With Nefas Dur. We randomize actually only with him though. And we have 3 modifiers there. I don't know. We can have 3 modifiers here as well. I don't think it's a problem. I mean, this guy is anyway kind of hard to find, so I don't have a big issue. He's in a weird place, so I think we can have I think we can have the two, so 112, huh? 112, wait, let's do it this way, which is easier. 112, I think we can have the staff of nature and the staff of thunder, which are the two ones that have nice visuals. Staff of nature, let me see. I don't want to make mistakes. By the way, I'm in holidays, guys. So I'm in holiday this week, so I don't have any time constraint. I can do this without any time constraint. I don't have to go to bed at midnight or whatever. Staff of nature. You were suggesting to put them in the chest, though. I mean, we can also have them in two places. Staff of nature and staff of thunder. Staff of nature. Staff of nature. And staff of thunder. Okay, I would say, are you okay with the 3 randomization or no? Just because I have no where else to put them? Yeah. I don't know, this guy, I mean, I think no one will ever find them pretty much. This guy is very hard to find and kill and whatever. But maybe we'll fly one day in the cavern, you know, and we'll have a special place to stay, and I think it's okay to put it there. So the staff of nature is this one that I like. And the staff of thunder, whatever, is this one. And then we have the staff of tranquility, which is the one that I like the most, which is this one. So I think we just be away. Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's put this two. Nature and thunder, okay? Nature and thunder, and I think we stick with our 0.2 probability. And do we give them 3 randomizers or no? Or less? I think we can give them 3 randomizers. What do you think? I mean, it will become of nature of Langs. But fuck it, I don't know. Consider that these items, I think, are occupying 2 hands. No? Yes. So if they are not 3 randomized, they I mean, no one will freaking ever use them. Because they are, you know, they are occupying 2 hands, which is a lot. I think that all the items that are occupying 2 hands should be a bit stronger though, as a base. But anyway, that's another problem for another day. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, so it's 0.231, 0.231. I think I will have to do a change on the names to make them on 2 lines on the client, right, to avoid these monsters. But I think it's easy to do. I mean, it should be easy to put it on 2 lines. Just have to make this window slightly longer, which is perfectly fine because it's already small, and we put a second line here. Or even a scrollable panel, right? So I don't know. I will think about it. For now, I just want to release what we have, and then we will adjust it. Okay, this is not final at all. So this is just one pass on it, right? It's just one pass. Okay, so if we take this and we put it here, right? We have our wild pterosaur that now becomes 112. By the way, I did a mistake. I need to update. Yes, I need to do this. I need to update characters. Maybe after. Update character loot category 110 where Moodobber. And then 111 where Glaio. And then now the wild pterosaur I think is only one at the moment. 112. And I think his name is really wild pterosaur. I think we have to invent a bit of a story on this guy, but we also need to make it better. But anyway, at least we don't have anymore the clash, right? I'm trying to resolve clashes because these clashes make the compendium not work, right? That is why I'm doing all of this. Because otherwise I cannot release, right? I cannot release this all the stuff that I did. Okay, the last clash. No, there are two more clashes. Fuck. No, wait. This one was the... Yeah, this one can remain 16, yeah. So the mercenary is resolved as well. Okay, because it was with the wild potatoes. Okay, the last clash that we have is the sapling Gorwell and the elder Gorwell that at the moment are sharing the same loot. And again, we cannot do it because otherwise the compendium doesn't work. I'm getting sleepy. I think I will go soon. Sapling Gorwell. Sapling Gorwell is dropping. No, they are different. What? There's a mistake. There is 63 and this is 64. Oops. Maybe I did some mistakes in this list. Could be, boys. I don't know. We will double check it in game. They are dropping actually different stuff. Let me see. Sapling Gorwell, Cortex, Root and Tooth, and the other guy is dropping Cortex and Roots. Yeah, so they are dropping different things. Well, I mean, one is a subset of the other, but fine. Different percentages, no same percentages. Okay, anyway, it's not breaking our rule, right? So I think we are good. Okay. So now that we finished all of this, which was extremely painful, but we did it. Now what I have to do, I have to recreate my schema again. Hopefully it's the last time. Well, it's the last time of tonight, I guess. But so I have to copy again all of this because they all changed somehow, right? They all changed. They all changed. And each one of these things is a new entry in the codex. Can you believe it? I mean, it's hundreds of them. Hundreds. So hopefully that will keep you busy for some time. Yes. Now they are not all really final and complete, I know, but it's already a very big jump ahead compared to what we have now, where the codex is basically empty, right? So this will be good. And we will test it now. Before going to bed, I will test it, okay? And we see if some of them are working properly. We will test it now, in 2 minutes, as soon as I finish this fantastic copy paste. Okay. It is the one that comes out wrong, but I can fix it. Okay, so let's just fix this, 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 and this, and this, 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 and this. Okay, so now this file should be good again. Let's see. So I will redelete all my codex entries of nature. So codex nature, yeah. I will delete where I think we had a query. Maybe not. Maybe yes. This one. Yes. Okay. Okay. And now we're going to re-execute that thingy. Okay. So now I have to do a few more things and then we can test it. The first thing is that I have to do here this. Wow, 25. Holy moly. This and this. Okay. And this one's, I don't know, this one I will just re-execute it. I don't know if it was correct already. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, now we can restart the server. I mean my machine in local. And we can test it. The long night of loot balancing, exactly. Well, I mean, loot balancing is the long night of the compendium entries, yes. Long night of the compendium entries. In the moment I'm not even balancing loot, I'm just trying to resolve the conflicts. Okay, there is an issue. There is an issue, so it didn't load. Duplicate item stats ID, where ID 2012 found. Error in loading codex creature book 241. I mean, for sure is the stuff that we just added, right? So we need to understand what is that. So it seems to be this one. Trapor. What do you mean by... 241, 212, duplicate item stats ID. Because I'm trying to use the same book in two places, but why is an error? Because I need it. I think what he's saying that one of the books, yes, this book, Monster Trapor, is used to trigger some compendium knowledge, but it doesn't like it. It's very strange. It's very strange, actually. It's very strange. Okay, prevent ID conflicts, right? So there is a check that I added myself. Get basic item stats by name. Yeah, but this should never happen. We should never have two books with the same name, right? What do you mean? You mean we have two books with the same name? You crazy? No, we only have one. Huh? So what this code is doing is basically checking if in this hash, in this thingy, is finding another item with the same ID, but this is impossible because the ID is unique. So you will never have two 2012. So I don't even understand how. Okay, I think we need to debug it because I don't understand what is the problem, right? So there seems to be a problem here and I don't understand it. So it seems that he's saying that we have, so or we go through this function now twice, but even if you go twice, right, is doing get basic stats item by name. So is going by name, is finding the item. If he finds the item, he returns the item. If he doesn't find the item, he's checking in the database, right? And then after having found in the database, is just ensuring that we don't have cached another item with the same ID, right? But this is impossible. It will never happen. It will never happen. So I don't get, what is this OR that is weird? Loaded. If not loaded, read item stats. Maybe we are before. That's a bit strange actually. But there is something happening here that is not correct. I don't understand how that is possible, really. I would like to see this thing working before going to bed. At least one item, you know. Maybe not 10 items, but one item. I think I would like to see it, yeah. Come on. Why is it recompiling? We did changes. I don't remember doing changes. Okay, starting. It's starting up. So the thing that I want to see is if he's coming here due to our compendium checks, and probably the answer is yes. I think probably that this is not happening, right? Without the compendium entries that we just added. Even if it is after. Okay, there it is. Okay, the first thing we want to understand is where this is coming from, right? And yes, unfortunately, it's coming from preload compendium, right? So it's exactly the stuff that we added now. Okay. So and is checking the activation method. Yes, is checking the activation method of that trapper monster, right? Monster trapper. Yes. Now this parse activation method is then going inside of this and is doing a check, right? The only thing that it's doing is just trying to return the basic item name, right? Which by the way, I see as a double space here. Does the basic item as a double space as well, or is it just a mistake that I mistyped it? It does not. Oh wow. Okay, so I mistyped it somehow. But even if I mistype, right, this should just return empty. It should not return. No, he has a single space. It looks like he's twice, but he has a single space. Okay. Now, he has a single space. I don't know, it looks a bit weird. It looks like it's double space, but it's not. Maybe it's the T, maybe it's just illusion, visual illusion, because the T and the two dots. Yeah, it's only one space. Okay, anyway, forget that. So what it's doing here, it's just searching this item by name, right? It's searching this item by name, and it's searching this item by name, and is actually, yeah, it's actually finding it here. So why is not returning it? It is super weird, huh? Ah, no, it's not, because it is new item stats here. Okay, so it probably goes through this without finding it, which is kind of strange though. Name to lower. And he's not finding that book. He's not finding that book. Oh, fuck, because I'm not loading items. Because I'm not loading items. No, because these are the instances. No, the basic item should still be there, no? Wait a second. So item stats is 5,303, right? So how it is possible that inside of this there is not my tripod thingy? How it is possible? Yeah, it's 5,000, GG. So he's saying that inside of this array there is no. Can I dump it completely or not? I mean, if I could dump this somewhere, somehow. Can I watch this and and dump all the values. Copy value, but copy value, I think it will not copy all the values, it will only copy... Thank you. No, it's not... No, we can go on forever. I mean, there are a million items, but I don't understand why the book, right? The book should not be loaded. Are we loading books separately? No, I don't think so. By the way, the other thing that is a bit weird is that... No, the UID is there. The UID is there. The number is roughly 2000, but I don't know if I should do this, what I'm doing. But I don't understand how it's possible that it's not loading the book. Or there is a special character that gets converted. Or there is something weird, right? Because and by the way, this thing never happened. This thing never happened. I don't know if it's maybe some of the changes we did recently. But this thing, yeah, I can go on forever like this, unfortunately. I can go on forever. Wait, maybe we are close. Yes, we are close, because here are the books. Here are all the books. Here it is. Here is our guy. Is it because we added it now or no? Because we added here, right? So here is our guy. Monsters Trapper. Oh fuck! He has a space after the name. What? Are you serious about now? Yes. He has a space after the name. Wow. Can I change it like that and it works, or there is a problem? No, I think no, because we always stream. I think that... Okay, I think it was a mistake in the database. So at the end it was about spaces, but not in the middle. So let me fix fix Trapper book name. Now let me just see if I fix the loot in my yes, we fixed it already. Okay, that was the error. I don't know, it was a bit weird, but it's what it is. So I think we can launch it again, and it should not give any more that error at least. I'm going to bed. Okay, see you, Ned. I think I'm going as well soon. I don't know when, but I want to see this thing at least work once. When it works once, I can go to bed without issue. there a similar problem on something else? It seems it crashed again. No, it crashed again! Error in loading Codex Creature Book 421. Is not telling us what is it. 421. 400. 421 is the habitat of probably because this book is not loaded in my database. I don't know. The arena's depth is possible. It's a pity it doesn't tell me why, right? So it just give me that error without error in loading Codex Creature Book. Well, it's saying book actually. Error loading Codex Creature Book. Yeah. Percentage D. Yeah, the output is a bit stupid. I mean, it should say error in loading Codex Creature and then this, and then it should say book. No. And then you should say book, right? And then have the name of the book. And then have the name of the book, which actually we have because it's this. Right? So this way would be way more understandable. And I think it's probably the same here. Ability percentages, and here we do name. Yeah. Okay, like this I think it will tell me exactly the book that is missing, but I think we know it already. Is the arena's depth. The arena's depth. Probably I didn't load it in my machine. We can check. Item stats were name like arena. Yeah. We don't have any of the two books loaded in my machine. Now we can get it probably fairly quickly. Actually 1, 2, and 3 and 4. I think all this 4 needs to be added. Seems that the first one is already there. Okay. The other 3 were not there. Okay, nice. Think we can restart it. Get in there, boys. Get in there. Slowly, but get in there. Don't worry. Don't worry. At the end, we will win anyway. I think I want to go to bed, but I want to see this thing working at least once. Okay, once. One monster that is telling me, yes, you have the compendium entry. Just one monster. One monster, any monster. Right? Any monster. They make these stupid things that you cannot really... Did he start or no? Fuck. He didn't, huh? Error in loading creature book. Okay, wait. Let me recompile so we know exactly what the book it is. Anyway, it was 701. Yeah, because I didn't recompile, so it's not telling me now. 701 is Ashe Journal. Yeah, I loaded it. What do you mean? I load of the three, yeah. Or is misspelled, or he has a special character. No, he has a special character. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, he has a special character. Why is not using the standard one? Jesus. These ones are correct or wrong? These ones are correct. We will have the same problem in production, so we have to we have to delete and recreate also in production. Doing it now. Actually done. So we have to do it here. Because he had a stupid special character. Okay. Okay, now. Now.
Look up. It's the flying
Really?
spaghetti monster.
I mean, I didn't know they come out at night as well. I mean, they fly at night as well. These guys. I think it was only at lunch or dinner, right? I don't think we can have a spaghetti now. But anyway, I don't know, maybe I will. Ah, it's loading. It's loading, my boys. It's loading. Okay, it's loading. So, in theory, all our compendium entries are properly loaded now. Okay. So, what we want to test first? I don't know. I think we go line by line and we start to test a few. I think we go line by line. Okay, so we start with a Kikiri, right? We start with a Kikiri. So if I... And then I will go to bed. I will do one test, okay? One test and then we go. But he loaded everything now, so which is good. I just need to say it's the wrong account. It's still loading? Yeah, it's still loading. Because we loaded all the NPC and everything. Now we don't have the pictures, but the pictures we will add soon, okay? Or in the next release. We will add in the next release, yeah. Come on, why is loading so much? Come on. Do I have too many levels? I don't know, it seems that I do. It's loading forever. I don't know why it's loading so much. Come on. Amneder. I think we have all the maps. I think we have all the maps. I think we have all the maps. It's loading all the maps. Yeah. We have all the maps. All the possible maps. Jesus. And he's in debug mode, right? So... Well, he's in debug. He's in through the editor. Yeah, we need to, but I don't want to relaunch it now because it will take even more, but I think it's pretty much done, hopefully. Yeah, it's done. Okay, yeah, we have to delete some maps and... Okay, so if we enter with someone that has no, hopefully has no entries in the compendium, right? Like this character. Well, for sure it doesn't have the Kikiri compendium, right? Come on. Okay, we load it in. Can we do it? Jeez, when the game doesn't want you to do stuff, doesn't want you to do stuff. Okay, so let's just teleport a Kikiri here, okay? Okay. So we have a Kikiri here on the ground. Look at how nice and cute it is. But unfortunately, we have to kill him. No, we have to do two things. First, we will examine it. We will like... yeah, we will... but I need to have enough... enough what? Enough empathy, eh? Examine lesser creatures is rank 10. So I need to have at least rank 10. Fuck, he's running away. Okay, so if I use now this, which is examine lesser creatures, right? You see that he's looking at him. You see the eye. Okay. He said, your observation revealed useful clues, but further study is needed, right? So at the moment, he detected properly the fact that we have... yes, now the problem is that we need... how many more? We need 5. Wow. Okay, wait. We need 5 of these guys. Actually, this one was that guy. Okay. So at the moment in my compendium, I don't have anything, right? It's completely empty, you say? Completely empty. So if I study this other one, I think I have to do 5. Okay. Then I inspect this guy. I don't know if 5 is too much, but anyway. Then I inspect this guy. This should be the last, no? Even if he's saying further studies needed, so... Didn't we say that it was giving you a message that you were close to the discovery? I think something is not working here. Because I think we needed 5. No? In theory, this one is the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is the 5th. Okay. Yeah, I think the message was a bit weird though, because out of 5, when we are at 70%, it should have told me, but... So it's saying, you discover the creature description, right? So now if I go here... Uh-oh. Why the picture is this picture? I have no idea why the picture is wrong. But you see that he's saying description: a small chicken bird with wings that are random, blah blah blah, right? Now we discovered the description. The picture is wrong, I don't know why. Now we have to discover the ecology and the habitat, right? And to do that, there is a book. To do that, there is a book that is named Selected Beasts, right? This thing that I will just spawn in my inventory, and I will read it. Yes, and you see that as soon as I read it, because here in this book there are also the Kikiri, right? Somewhere, I don't know where. Here, you see, Kikiri, a small flightless bird, blah blah blah. So he's explaining a bit about a Kikiri. So with this book, you unlock the ecology and you unlock the habitat of this creature, right? And now we need to unlock the combat and the spoils. And to do that, we need to kill... To do that, we need to kill 4 of them, but it can be the same guy, by the way. We need to kill 4 of them and 7 of them. So if we kill 4... Sorry guys, I need to kill you a second. So we kill 1, we kill 2, we kill 3, and we kill this guy. Don't run. And we kill 4. Yeah, you see it's working perfectly. Apart from the picture that is fucked up. So now we discovered, yeah, you see, we discovered combat. We discover combat. And now we are only missing the spoils of war, so the loot, right? We are only missing the loot. And for the loot, we need to kill 3 more. I mean, they will respawn in 20 seconds. Okay, this guy. This guy, we kill him. So this will be 5. It is 5. We need to arrive to 7. Six. Okay, 6. And 1 more, please. Okay, there. 7. Yes. It worked perfectly. Apart from the picture that is wrong, it worked perfectly. Yes, and we have the spoils. And in the spoils, you see the actual loot. So it's telling you normal items, Kikiri blood, Kikiri cloak, Kikiri feather, Kikiri meat, rare, common, rare, right? So I think it works pretty well. I don't know why we got the drifter actually. It was not here before. That's a bit weird. And also I don't understand why the Kikiri actually has this picture. It should be, the picture should be empty in theory, right? Anyway, I will check that tomorrow, but all the sections were properly unlocked with the right, with the proper book. Let me maybe open another book. Wait, let me open another book. A book that has the two quill drakes, right? So Isashe, the Isashe thingy. Where is the Isashe thingy? Isashe journal, right? So if we read the Isashe journal, wait. Okay. If we read the Isashe journal, we learn about the quill drakes. And so now if I go here, I should have the quill. Yes. And it works because he actually unlocked 2 entries, the quill drake lava and the quill drake crystal. Yes, and actually this one, there are some weird characters here. I will have to check. But yeah, guys, it works. And he actually unlocked the ecology and the habitat. Okay, very nice. Pretty good, guys. We did it. So all the other entries that we have, which actually are dozens and dozens, I think they should all work the same way. So if we release this, right, I think it's a good update. We are missing the picture, but for the picture, we will generate a picture and then release a new client one day. Okay, but not before my holidays, I guess. Okay, guys, so that's all. Thank you for watching. Hello, Phoenix. The drum roll didn't work. Pity. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. And meanwhile, if you want to play our game, you can download it from our website or from Steam. And you can click follow on Twitch and on YouTube. Bye. Have a good night. Everything worked, huh? Everything worked. Fantastic. I mean, it took a bit, but everything worked. So now you understand what I was doing, huh? Maybe. Bye.